So what is up, guys? You got your boy Jet Stinger here today, and today we're back with some reverse 1999 content, and today we're here to talk about the patch 2.3 buffs. Now, if you guys don't know, if you didn't watch the reveal stream for patch 2.3, they announced a new signature game mode that is going to have the materials to get this new special buff. The cool thing about this as well is that these are the first real permanent buffs for these characters. These are going to be available in all game modes instead of just mains bulletin like patch 2.1 and patch 2.2. And for the most part, most of these characters have already been buffed before in mains bulletin, so that's really fun. I think the only new unit that was added this time around was actually Shamane, which I'm actually very interested to see what they're going to do with him, because I mean, Shamane wasn't a great unit when he first dropped into the game. I mean, the only real thing he had at the time of his release was that he was the first real like Omni debuffer with both mental and reality shred. But his shreds were fairly low, being at 15%, which a lot of people just said, well, I mean, if my DPS is reality, why do I need a mental shred? And I said, true. I mean, there was some debate to maybe use him with 37, since if you had like a reality carry like Jew, and you had a mental carrier like 37, then yeah, sure, both applicable instances there. But that's just that. But anyway, most of these units again have already been buffed in mains bulletin before. I'm interested to see what the final form of these buffs will be, as according to feedback from players and just the devs' ultimate decision. So let's take a look and let's get started. So, of course, I want to give full credit to FunFun1379 for posting this thread on Reddit, and I want to give full credit to Nobody24 for translating the buffs. Give them guys a big shout out if you can. Let's get right into it and let's talk about the new Babel buff. So first things first is new Babel shield enhancement, which does the following. Casting a new wave will repair the shields from other characters if applied before casting, and can go over the original shield value. So that basically means that she will always be able to put a shield on someone regardless of the value, which is really nice. That's just a really good way to keep yourself protected from damage, and that's really good. Increases all allies' riposte damage, drastically increases own shield values, and converts a part of that shield as crit rate for all allies. Wow, that's really good. Hold up, I might have to raise Miss New Babel. Hold up. Okay, we're already starting this off good. Wow, dude. So now you don't really run like a double riposte team. Honestly, it would be her own, really. I mean, I wonder how would Jay and Babel work in a team together. You know what I mean? Like I think Jay Babel could possibly work, because Jay counters regardless of allies being attacked. So this will make his counter damage a lot more potent, and this will also make Babel's damage a lot more potent. That could be a comp. Just double riposte, maybe like Kakania for the sustain. I mean, maybe that might work. And then it gives crit rate, which is always really good to see. More rare instances of crit rate, which is actually pretty good. I don't know. That sounds like a feasible team idea in the back of my head. I might want to try that. I might. I mean, I did hear rumors that Global will be getting these buffs too, but I doubt that that's actually confirmed. I saw somewhere that it was posted in a thread that I saw from official devs, but I don't even think that's actually confirmed anymore. I think they may have removed it. I think it might have been a mistranslation or something on their part, but I couldn't remember. I could have sworn I remember seeing it and I was like, yo, hold up, we're getting the buffs. But I don't know. I don't see it anywhere anymore, so it is what it is. But if it's coming to Global, boy, I might have to raise up Miss New Babel. I'm gonna level her up quicker than a mug. I was actually just got done, finished pre-farming my Mercuria. Like, I just got done doing that like yesterday. Now I'm gonna be back farming again for Babel stuff. Come on, man. Come on, man. Back into the dungeon we go. All right. After a certain amount of riposte have been triggered per round, automatically repairs present shields. That just really screams J Babel more now. I'm looking at this like right there, then I kind of just look away so I don't get it all in at once. But that just screams Babel and Jay as a team. Because think about it like this, right? I mean, granted, yes, Babel can trigger a fair amount of riposte. We have to really see the number. I'm gonna assume anywhere maybe like 2 to 3 riposte per round. which if you're running J, that's kind of easy to do because again, he counters regardless of any ally being attacked. So there's that. And then Babel will also automatically trigger hers as well. So I mean, you might be able to get, I don't know, like permanent shields, which is kind of interesting. I mean, that does kind of make Jay not really feel like he need to use his shields, maybe. So that might be a thing. But I do think that Babel shields will be stronger because of how high her reality defense can get. I don't see any buffs to her reality defense this time. I think last time, if I'm not remembering it correctly, she got buffs to her reality defense, which made her shield stronger. So, but yeah, all right. But again, Babel Buffs look good. That looks pretty good. All right, so let's look at Lilya. Okay, so here we go. Excess crit rates compared to critical damage. Okay, yep. Caster gets a stack of ultimate buff and an additional moxie upon triggering a crit. So she's an ult battery to self now? What? What? Huh? I mean, these first two, the crit rate, crit damage, and the stackable ultimate buff, we already knew about. Because that was what was in her original buff. And that was the thing I was like, I rated so highly about. Because that was the one thing I felt like Lilya needed. But now she can effectively give herself 3 Moxie a turn. Which is stupid. Because you're getting 1 Moxie for using the skill. Then you're getting another one for critting. And then for follow-up crits, that's another Moxie. Like, bro? What? She can get 3 Moxie in a single turn. That's crazy. Yo, devs are cooking. What the fuck? Anyway, improved extra actions. This doesn't really specify what this means. I don't know if that means that her follow-up gets stronger or she has maybe additional chances to follow up. If she gets additional follow-up, that's gonna be stupid. That's gonna be freaking stupid. Anyway, further increases ultimate might gain. Wow, they are buffing the ultimate might. Jeez, how much ultimate are they gonna give Lilya? Because I remember, I think the base amount for the original buffed number, I think it was like, what was it, like 75% ultimate might per stackable buff for this effect. So if they're improving it, I don't know if they're gonna improve it super crazy. I don't think that they are. They're not. I highly doubt they're gonna do something ridiculous like 100% like crit. I mean 100% ultimate might per crit. If they do that, whoo, Lilya, oh my god, she might be disgusting. I mean, granted, yes, I know Lilya's strongest move is her ult because it has a really strong base modifier of I think 700, I think. But 100% per crit, and considering the fact that she can crit at least twice per action, that's 200% with the quote-unquote unlimited stacking effect. So you can really kind of do like some ridiculous strat where you can just really stack up. That's gonna be really dumb for raid, I think. Like if it's unlimited, like how I'm thinking it is, if it's unlimited, you can really do something really stupid. Like it's kind of akin to the what was it? What was the cube I'm thinking about? It's akin to the I want to say Brave New World, but I don't think it's Brave New World. Man, is it a hopscotch glitch or the Brave New World? It's one of the two. I can't think on the top of my head. But it's a thing where if you cast your ult and then you get incantation might bonus and you just keep holding it and keep multiply casting your ult, you keep getting that stacking effect for up to 20%, and then you just fire off a strong normal incantation skill, kind of similarly to that. But the fact that she's getting a higher buff than the base 75 that we already knew she was stated for in the mains buffs, I mean, even if they give her like 80, I still think that will be really solid though. 780 on just one crit is ridiculous, and then it goes with like 840 I think it goes up to after like her second crit. And then remember, like you can hold on to this for as long as you want to get a really strong ultimate. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but that's really good. Okay, and then she gets bullet specialization. Oh, she gets a unique bullet effect that infects crit rate into critical damage. Oh man, oh Lilya, she's getting more conversion. my brother, my brother in Christ. So look, this is really good because CN just released a really good bullet support in Lepera, and Lepera actually has a really cool ultimate where she can convert all allies crit rate into critical damage. They can do it on their own. So this is really gonna give Lilya a lot of crit damage. Like, yo, they're really cooking. What the hell, dude? I'm just, I should have got me a water, because good God, my mouth is foaming over here, man. Like, this is some really, really good buffs, man. Improves the frequency of extra actions. Like, if that doesn't mean she gets more extra actions, I don't know what that means. Like, improved extra actions could mean she has a stronger follow-up, I feel, but improves the frequency. Remember, she can only do this after she casts the skill 1 and then she follows it up, right? If she crits. But maybe that might mean that she can do it on like 80% chance to crit. But I mean, with all the support that they're giving Lilya, it's again not really hard for her to get 100% crit rate. It's not. She can build very easily into it, so I don't think she really needed improved frequency if that's what it's going to be. But if it means she can cast more than one follow-up, that is really, really strong, because that means she just effectively becomes a super strong Moxie battery itself, which is really good. Okay, let's see. After triggering the bullet effect, after the amount of times per round, greatly increases the own damage dealt of own incantations. Wow, giving us some incantation damage support as well. Yeah, they really cooked with Lilya, dude. They really hyper buffed the shit out of Lilya this time around. I mean, they already hyper buffed her the first time around, but they gave her bullet support. They gave her further conversion. They gave her more. They gave her a stronger ultimate might increase than what she had. Like, I don't know, dude. Lilya she might go from copium to top tier. Like, what the fuck? She might fuck around and be a S tier unit, bro. Winsong, count your fucking days. I said this the last time, dude. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun with this. What the hell? This is really, really good buffs, though. Really, really good buffs. Alright, next up is going to be Sotheby. Nice, nice. Cure is now stackable. Yo, they're really trying to bring these old units back. Automatically triggers if carrier takes a hit or while below a certain percent of the max HP. Cure opponent's healing damage enhanced respectively. Incantations will now apply additional cure and poison stacks. Yo, Sotheby healer? The Sotheby healer thing's not a meme anymore? I remember it was a big meme in UTTU to have Sotheby heal because you can run certain card setups to make her regeneration do like 10, 15k or something ridiculous. But yo, that means she now can, because you can stack up cures then. You can stack cures, and I mean, then she becomes a solid healer then, because if you can stack 2 of the cures, that's effectively like a 2 to 2.2k healing. And then the fact that it's the fact that it's enhanced, that means it's probably going to be stronger. We don't know about how much again, but still. And then her poison has been enhanced, so that means her teammates with Tuesday is going to be more prominent now. I remember people were saying that Sotheby might have got kicked out for the new CN unit that's going to get released, and that's Willow. Willow is another Jessica in a way, where she's a plant DPS that can also apply poison. But I think Willow has a lot more instances of being able to apply poison, while Jessica can only do it via ult and via inheritance. But I mean, if she has stronger poison scaling, that might be just more reason to run I mean, you can technically run all 3 of them together now. You just would need some sort of like, maybe like a sustain or something, or like another buffer, like, because you can run Willow, Tuesday, Sotheby, and then you run like a buffer in that final slot, like run like Vila or something for crit rate or crit damage or modifier buff, or run like a debuffer like Bkorn for a mono plant team with poison synergy. So, and speaking of, she was buffed in here, so she might get something crazy. But yeah, decent buffs here, decent buffs. All right, Eternity. All right, all allies lose HP upon attacking. What in the Semmelweis buff is this? This is such a Semmelweis buff, dude. That means everyone now takes HP loss? Semmel mains, where you at? It is so funny because I remember when I talked about this in my video with Semmelweis, and I said this about Eternity. I said that of course Semmelweis is going to be great with Eternity because Eternity loses HP, but she's not really doing too much for Semmelweis herself, just acting as a partner for Semmel, right? Acting as just a person who can reduce HP, but she's not going to do all that much. She's not going to do all that much. But now she's making everyone lose HP. Now Semmelweis' team options just explode if you just put Eternity on the team. Because now everyone's losing HP, which is great for her, because she wants that. That's really good. And remember, Semmel's free, so so long as you've logged in during the anniversary period, you can get Semmel for pretty much for nothing, which is insane. Alright, upon entering the combat, increases all allies match HP, Yo Kakania buff. In addition, reduces the damage taken of all allies. Yo Kakania buff! Oh my god. Yo, I'm laughing way too much in this video. I need to chill. But man, these buffs have been... Wow. Like, you know what? I feel like a hype beast. What the hell, dude? Like, these buffs are really, really good. Increases all allies crit rate damage. Wow, crit rate and damage? Yo, Semmel? I don't know how many times I'm going to say Semmel. But anyway, crit rate is actually going to be good for Jay, too. This bonus increases inversely with ally HP, lower HP, bigger bonus. Good. That is going to be a J buff and a half, because remember, J already increases his own damage with lower HP, and with Eternity allowing him to sap his HP even quicker, he's going to be hitting some really decent, J main DPS maybe? Maybe? As long as he doesn't die, but sure, I mean... I think that's good though. That Eternity, I don't know. I like in terms of like what I'm thinking about these buffs right now. I'm thinking Lilya is definitely at the top. I think Babel might be second, Sotheby third, Eternity fourth so far. Eternity is good. It's a good buff because it gives crit rate, gives more HP, further damage reduction. Like they can't really go wrong with this. But anyway, Druvis. All right, let's see what Druvis gets. Circle of Life is now undispellable. Good, very good, and significantly enhances damage dealt. Good, because Circle of Life didn't really do anything besides be a regen, which was cool for plant teams. You know, mono plant was cool, but it's not like you needed the regen or anything, right? And Circle of Life now provides additional stat bonus. And increases penetration rate infected by petrified enemies. Oh man, I mean, so this is still good because again, there's still a fair amount of enemies, especially story related and limbo, you can petrify. But for the main in-game content, most enemies are immune to petrify, so that's not really going to be anything all that exciting. So that, I mean, that's still going to be pretty good though. At least just giving pen rate to petrified enemies, which is going to be really interesting. Alright, Druvis 3, let's see what she gets in our last book. Converts part of her own mental defense into attack for the entire team. Of course, take with a grain of salt. Very weird wording. So this might not be the actual effect, but taking mental defense into making it into your attack stat. That's really strong because that's a flat attack up, isn't it? That's about the same as Kakania giving you a 300 attack base. And we gotta see just how much she converts. If she converts to the point to where she's a mental squish cannon, I don't know if that's a good idea. But, I mean, maybe. I like it. Okay, so Druvis buffs are pretty cool. Not on the highest on my tier list, I would say, but still good. Still good. This first part was really good, but the second two, I don't know. I kind of like the third part. I want to see just how much mental defense she takes away. Like, she takes like 300 and gives everybody 300 attack, which would be kind of insane, because then you can stack that with Kakane to get everyone 600 attack. Wow, that does sound really good, actually. Hold up. That actually does sound a lot better than I thought, now that I think about it. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, Shamane, what do you get? Alright, when an ally uses their ultimate, grants them above that boost incantation. I mean, it boosts ultimate might. I don't want to say incantation. Okay, so ultimate might buffer. Who really wants to spam their ultimates though? Lilya does, so that's a great that's an option. Who's a really Spahothea? Yeah. I'm really thinking off the top of my head like who really just loves using ultimates as their main source of damage. So Lilya, Spahothea. I guess Kala. Kala's a good option too. Millennia is definitely a good option. There's a few options out there for units that have really good scaling. Even as 5 stars, like Bkorn has a really good scaling as a 5-star. I think it's like 600% on P5, I think, which is not bad, all things considered. But yeah, that's not bad, not bad. After casting his ultimate, Shamane consumes its appropriate buff, Assume Nature's Blessing, to grant Moxie to all allies. So he's a Moxie battery to the whole team? I think Blue Pot may have cooked a little too hard on this one. I think they may have cooked a little too hard on these patch buffs, bro. Like, here's the thing, man. When I talked about the 2.1 and 2.2 buffs, there were some good ones, and there were some that were just like, oh, that's okay, that's cool, that's nice little utility for them. But I have not been disappointed yet. So now he has a built-in, based off his total of Nature's Blessing. Remember, he can get Nature's Blessing every other turn. So if you just hold his buff, just hold it till it stacks up like maybe like 3, maybe 4. He gives everyone 4 Moxie? That's ridiculous. That's gonna be so good for Anjo too. Anjo would love this because Anjo has a higher Moxie requirement. She needs 8, I think, to cast ultimate. Yo, that might be sick. She wouldn't contract with Shamane though, because Shamane needs to actively cast his ult to do the thing. But maybe this would be a really good Anjo buff. So maybe this might just be a really good Anjo buff. I could see the synergy. I could see it. Alright, and further enhances ally ultimate might. Again, more ultimate might buff. I mean, I gotta see just how much these values are. I don't know if they're gonna be really, really strong, but yeah. Alright, so let's see. Increases Moxie gain or Moxie removed when ultimate rewarding unsure. Okay. Further reduces damage taken and or damage dealt affected by enemies by status style, negative statuses or control statuses. Okay, so Bkorn becomes kind of let's see, Moxie gained or Moxie taken. I don't know if that's just I guess that means she just gets a damage buff period though. That's just what that means. She takes a damage buff period, which I think it's good. I think that's actually really good. And she further reduces damage taken or damage dealt against enemies with status downs. With Bkorn being able to apply 2, technically 3 because of Seal, which is from her ultimate, which is, I don't know, we have to see just how much the reduction is. I'm thinking it's got like a max of maybe like 20%. I don't think they're going to do anything super crazy with this. Again, a lot of these buffs I'm really looking at as just as fair as a number as I can give. Because you'd rather go fair than go ridiculous. Like, yo, she's going to give everyone 50% damage taking mitigation, which is going to be ridiculously strong. But, yeah. Anyway, let me see. Greatly enhances ultimate damage dealt. Well, look at that. Shamane Bkorn buff already. In addition, ultimate now inflicts a set amount of random status down and negative status effects prioritize one not already applied. So she gets a 6 effect on her ultimate, which she applies negative statuses or control. So now she has more. So now this effect becomes more prevalent then. I mean, with her own debuff, that was already going to be the case. But now she has more outside effects to now cast outside of just the reality shred, the damage taken up effect, and then seal. So what else are they going to give her? Poison? That is a control status, by the way, so I mean it technically works, but Yeah, Bkorn Buffs is great. What the heck, dude? There needs to be some sort of counter of what the heck and what the hell have been said in this video, because I'm sure I've said it a fair amount of times. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here, man. This has been one heck of a video. These buffs, again, very strong, dude. I think they're just very popular and very prevalent. So anyway, it's been your boy Stingren, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.